What's going on, guys? Homes by Conjun here. Today we're going to be reacting to some eviction videos, seeing if some of the information in these videos are true or say false. Stick along, watch, let us know what your thoughts are. So, one thing when it comes to eviction, what the police officer just stated as far as like getting harmed, that is something that they go through on a daily basis. You see, when it comes to eviction, obviously a person is in like an emotional state, they're losing their place of living, and they're gonna be kicked out, essentially homeless. So being harmed as someone serving the eviction process, that is something you have to worry about. Your life is initially at stake because behind the door, you don't know what is happening, you know? Yeah, so I mean, overall, what we saw in the video is literally the process. You have to file your notice. The Justice Department is the one that actually enforced the eviction, and they're going to let the tenant know X amount of days that they have to vacate the property. And once that is done, let's say it's 5 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the time duration is, the police officer or someone of higher power would be the one enforcing it, just like you saw these police officers doing, cutting the locks, going into the premise. Ultimately, what you saw is literally how the eviction process is here in Texas. The biggest takeaway from this is it's never a fun experience. Police officer doesn't want to do it. The landlord doesn't want to do it. And obviously, the biggest person that is hurt throughout the whole process is the tenant. So, we kind of saw how the process goes when it comes to eviction. Let's take a look at this other video that kind of explained a little bit more on the nuances of how the law works. Let's check this thing out and see if this guy is right.
You have as a tenant facing eviction. Number one is nobody can evict you without a proper court order.
So he is 100% right. You cannot be evicted just by your, say, landlord. There's process that is in place to protect you as a tenant. There's this thing called tenant rights. So you as a tenant does have right when it comes to eviction. Your landlord have to go through the legal system in order for you to get evicted. You have to get notified professionally in order for you to get evicted.
Number two, it is illegal for your landlord to change the locks and throw all of your belongings out on the street.
So that part is somewhat true and somewhat not so true. So if the court sides with your landlord and let's say they give you verbal or written notice that you have to leave in a timely amount of time, he or she can go ahead and change the locks, and thus whatever that is within the home is theirs, and they can do whatever they want with it. They can throw it out, they can sell it, whatever they want to do. Because at that point, the court has been notified, you have been notified. More than likely, the person that's going to go through throughout the eviction process will be the police officer to enforce it from the courts. But once that is done, the landlord can do whatever they want with the properties within the dwelling that they own,
without the eviction being completed by the court. Number three, please show up to the court. Here are...
Now, that last part, showing up to the court. Technically, you don't have to physically show up to the court. What I would advise is hire a lawyer, someone who is more experienced in this matter, have them show up on your behalf to the court, right? Because this person within the legal realm would know all the jargons that is used when it comes to the legality of what you are facing as the tenant. So even though he is somewhat right, I would say don't show up yourself. Hire someone professionally, and I know that's a monetary thing that can be costly. But definitely hire someone to go on your behalf to fight this battle for you, because it is a battle that you want to fight to, claim your rights that you have, protect the assets or say things that you have within the home, and just make the process that much more easier for you as a tenant. Yeah, so ultimately, that video was super spot on. Some of the information he had on there wasn't off. They're pretty accurate. But yeah, the eviction process is not just cut and dry. There are steps that the landlord does have to go through because you as a tenant are protected legally by the court system to kind of exercise whatever rights that you have. Let's check out the last one and see what this guy had to say.
If your landlord posts your eviction notice like this, you can have the case thrown out. See, in Texas.
So you do have to get notified. And if the courts or say someone of a higher power is the one putting the notice on a door, if you do tear it off your door, you did get notified. So by ripping that off, I mean, in essence, you did get notified. So you can just rip it off and be like, I didn't get notified.
They have very specific laws on how to notify a tenant of an eviction if you're the landlord. There are 3 ways per Texas law. First, you can hand it to them in person. 2, you can post it on the inside of the entry door. Or 3, you can send a letter with return receipt.
So, yes, that is true. You do have to post something to notify the person. The second one, however, is a little dicey. I mean, you're posting it on the inside of the front door. Doesn't really make sense, right? The exterior door is how you notify someone, because now if you go on the inside and you put it in there, you're breaking and entering and you're invading that person's space. So number 2, definitely off, but you can leave it on the front or mail it to them, slide it underneath the door, but definitely putting it on the inside of the door, posting it, that one is a little bit of a dicey area because now you're technically breaking and entering.
Through regular mail or certified mail. A landlord can only post it on the exterior of the entry door if there's something preventing them from going inside, like a dangerous animal. However,
so as he stated, can only post it on the exterior, which is true. He had in there that you can post it on the interior. Again, if you do that, you're breaking and entering. So yes, the exterior or say certified mail, or at the end of the day, having someone of a higher power like the police officer to come and enforce that. Typically that would be a civil person within the judicial system that would be out coming through to serve the tenant with their eviction notice.
Even then, they have to post it in a sealed envelope, not out in the open like that, and they have to send a letter with return receipt on the same day as well. A lot of landlords don't know this, and they do this step wrong, and you can throw out the eviction in court for improper notice.
Another thing here is, I mean, most people do probably know this, especially if you are a landlord. I mean, you more than have several properties that you're owning within your portfolio. But ultimately, the courts would be the main one that would kind of give you an idea or understanding of what to do. And most landlord will have a lawyer or someone within the legal understanding within ramification to let you know when it comes to your rights as a landlord to exercise towards your tenants. So, ultimately, this guy isn't far off from the eviction process and understanding and the nuances of what eviction processes are. But quote unquote, at the end of the day, you as a tenant, I don't want to kind of make this video super long, but you have rights, exercise your rights, hire someone within the legal boundary of your rights. Make sure you have 6 months of reserve. In case something happens, you can take care of your bill. Make sure you have someone as far as a legal person that understand what you're signing. And number 3, if you do find yourself in this position, try to talk to your landlord. Most landlords would rather have you stay within the property and become a great tenant than say kick you out, because it's costly. And at the end of the day, if you're a landlord getting kicked out, you're gonna be hurt, you're gonna be in your feelings, and you're gonna damage the property. Again, thank you guys so much for taking the opportunity to watch this video. There was a lot of informative information on the eviction process. I don't wish that upon anyone. We've assisted several people with renting, several clients when it came to buying and also investing in the greater DFW area. Ultimately, our goal here is to share our knowledge, nearly going on almost 8 years now in the real estate space. So if you are looking to buy or say sell, feel free to reach out to me. And we want to bring you guys more information like this. So leave a comment. Let us know what you would like to see, what information is going to be ideal for you and your circumstance. Homes by Kanjin here. Peace.